character does not look like it's from a Kung Fu Panda movie, bro. She's actually so boring. It's so soulless.
Okay, but hear me out though.
She should have stronger shapes and bolder face structure. Why does she look like she was designed on Twitter, bro? Ugh, look at the difference.
I like her.
Like what you want, but I expect better from arguably one of the best artistically driven animated movie franchises of all time.
Okay, but hear me out though.
Hello everyone. So I've been going through a bit of a transitional phase of my art, and I would like to talk about some things that I've been thinking about in terms of like character design, fluffy animal girls, and the like. So first of all, there was the Has-Been Hotel Season 1 trailer. That was pretty cool. Doesn't really have anything to do with what I'm going to talk about, but you know, that's fun. And then there was the Kung Fu Panda 4 trailer, and there was just something that kind of happened. Basically, there's a wolf fox. Apparently it's a fox. Apparently her name is Jen or something. I'd have to look it up. And from the moment I saw her, I was like, oh, furry Twitter is going to eat this character up. So I decided to draw her, you know? And the thing I noticed as I was drawing her was that there's this thing I do where I kind of have this compulsion to draw characters as on model as possible, rather than try and deviate from the style and do my own thing, like give her bigger boobs or whatever. I kind of just draw her as she is, because I kind of started drawing by just sort of tracing over Looney Tunes drawings, so I guess I never really truly stopped. It wasn't traced, it was just, you know, very similar to how she appears in the trailer. And I drew her without really looking at Twitter, and when I got to Twitter I saw a tweet saying, oh, this character design is like so boring, and it looks like it was from Sing, like that Illumination film, which funnily enough also has a character named Portia who, now that I think about it, really does kind of look a little bit like Jen. So I thought that was kind of funny. Even if I was a bit annoyed by the whole Twitter self-righteousness thing, I do agree with the points being made. And it also they also provide some images from the original, like the first two Kung Fu Pandas, and when I looked at them, I was like, wow, they look very designed. They look like the designs were pushed and stuff. Like the wolf guys, they're kind of hunched over. They kind of got that snarly look to them. Like you can tell what allegiance they have, I guess. And then there's like, I don't know, that's the only real design I can think of so far. But oh yeah, there's also Shen from the second film, who is my favorite, and I think a lot of people's favorite villain. But since he's not like a fluffy wolf, I guess he didn't come to mind as easily, considering what inspired me to make this video, I guess. But yeah, he's like very imposing despite being like a really slender creature, you know? He legit traumatizes Poe, and it's like, that film's kind of dark and in a way that I don't think the other films really are, and that's why that's kind of my favorite of the quadrilogy, soon to be quadrilogy. The third one kind of felt like Poe just being Poe and saying skadoosh, and all the other pandas sort of say skadoosh, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm Jack Black, fuck yeah, chitty chitty chat chat, nah nah. And he turns into like a dragon. It's like, oh yeah, dragons are awesome. I'm gonna use the power of awesome to defeat the J.K. Simmons friggin' Bull character. And oh, Oogway's back. Oh. And now, oh, Tai Lung's back. And, you know, it's like kind of, yeah. So, on to the topic of the video, which is, did DreamWorks fall off? And the answer to that is sort of. I mean, Ruby Gillman didn't do very well, and if you're like, what's that? You're like, I'm like, exactly, that movie bombed. And a lot of Hollywood films have been bombing. You know, 2023 wasn't really that good for movies in the animation space, other than a select few, which were pretty good, even if maybe they didn't do as financially as well, or the workers weren't treated as well as they could have. But that's a different topic. And I guess I would like to talk about the illuminationification of this particular wolf girl, which really doesn't look that much like Sing. It's just sort of, it looks more like Sing than maybe Kung Fu Panda should look. I would describe it more as like how furry Twitter looks. Like I can imagine like another person said like it looks like a furry self-insert character. And like, yeah, maybe that's closer, I think. But at the same time, it's like a good design. This movie was probably well in the works before like The Bad Guys or like Wish, you know, like that movie people are saying is like a direct reaction to Spider-Verse, which I mean, I guess since that came out in 2018, they gave them like 5 years to make a film that rips off the style and does it kind of in a sort of safe Disney sort of way, which is to say it's not really all that pushed in terms of stylistic choices. So, yeah, I guess. I don't think Kung Fu Panda 4 is as bad as Wish because it's sticking to what worked about what literally no one was really complaining about, which was, oh, it looks like a computer animated film. And it's like if a story and the characters are good, then it doesn't really matter if it doesn't look like the Spider-Verse. I don't know what voice I was trying to go for there. I know that there are probably people, I'm not going to source this, but I know a lot of people were probably expecting DreamWorks to continue with that stylized look like they did with The Bad Guys and Puss in Boots. And I don't know, I wasn't really that disappointed that they didn't go for that because, I mean, I knew they had to stick to the original design and this film was probably being worked on before Puss in Boots was. And Puss in Boots was probably developed kind of after Spider-Verse. So, like, that's why it looks the way it does. But then again, the fact that if that's true, then that means that it was in development for like a really long time. And yet they had the audacity to have Awkwafina voice the fox character Jen. And it's like, as long as she's not going, want, chicka, want, scuttlebutt, blah, 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 then I think she's fine. I don't think Sisu was as annoying as she could have been, considering the lows that we have sunk to as like an industry. Not that I'm part of the industry, but like, you know, because from the voices that she does in the trailer, I feel like she'll have a more reserved performance, which I think will work. Maybe the sort of raspy voice will work to make her sort of a battered, sort of war-torn character. Like maybe that could work. And also she definitely wasn't noticeably annoying in The Bad Guys either, because all the attention was on the fur bait, like Diane Foxington character with her like pretty dress and stuff, and she's all smug during the dance sequence and all that. So yeah, I definitely don't think that, I mean, I guess because the criticism was that Jen's design was boring, and I guess it could be more interesting, but at the same time I mean, that's the thing I'm sort of grappling with, because, I mean, I sort of like simple designs because, like, I think it's cute, and I think cuteness is a good thing, actually, depending on the character you're doing. Like, if the character's design is boring, like, I mean, we don't really know what her character is. Maybe it matches her character pretty well, like, because the thing is, it's only a bad design if it doesn't say anything about the character, or if the character is bad to begin with. And it's too early to tell. Like, the film isn't out yet, so I don't know. And in the meantime, she's fucking cute, and she makes my furry brain, like, it just activates the neurons in my head, okay? Like, like, DreamWorks is kind of a hit or miss company and has been from the very beginning. But I mean, in terms of the Kung Fu Panda series, I guess this would be DreamWorks falling off if it's like more like Illumination and it's more pandering to little kids who won't get the breathtaking nuances of the turtle guy, Oogway. I know his name, I'm just being funny. But, you know, if that's what they're doing, I don't think that's a good idea. But if it's not, if that's literally just, if she's just a cute fox with a sort of dark past but not really, then I guess fair enough. I mean, I don't know. I do have the feeling that Kung Fu Panda is going towards the whole, like, they brought Tai Lung back, and I can tell that it's like the series has two goals at this point, which is to, one, like, have bigger and badder villains for Po to fight, and have more and more opportunities for her to go, yeah, awesome. This is totally awesome sauce. I hope you liked this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that stuff, and I will see you in the next whatever it is I do. All right? Stay cute, all right? Yeah.